Hey guys, welcome back. Today's video is going to be an anti-haul. What is an anti-haul? If you haven't seen one of these before, what it is basically, rather than showing you the products that I bought and telling you how I like them or showing you them, I'm going to tell you the products that I'm not buying or I have not bought and why. So this idea has kind of taken off on YouTube. I think the first one who did one was like Kimberly somebody. I can't remember her name, but I've seen a lot of my favorite YouTubers do this over the last few months and I thought, why not? So these are the products that I am not going to be buying. I don't have them to show you. I'm not going to show you because I didn't buy them. And I'll tell you a little bit about why. So the number one thing that I keep in mind for anti-hauls is just because you might have bought them doesn't mean I need them. And just because I don't want to buy them doesn't mean you don't need them or you don't want them. So don't be offended. You know, if you really like this product or it's on your like absolute must-haves list or something, don't be offended by what I'm saying, okay? That's it. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. So first product is I don't buy limited edition products very often. Occasionally I will do so just like on a whim. I'll go to a store, I'll see something I like, I'll buy it, and then I get home and I find out it's limited edition, but I've already opened it and I actually really liked it, and so I'm like, rather than returning it, I'll just go ahead and keep it, and that's fine. So that has happened to me on a few occasions, but more than anything, I don't like buying limited edition products just because then I don't want to use them on my YouTube channel. I might like them for my own personal use, but I have a lot of products that I don't use on my channel, so I think that limited edition products can get you. Now, sometimes brands take the hint. So people like me do not rush out and go buy the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette or Sweet Peach items because everything was so hard to get your hands on. Everything was so limited edition. Let's say like the Lorac Mega Pro palettes or something. Those were really hyped up. Everybody wanted them. Everybody was like trying to get their hands on number one, number two. They sold out so fast you couldn't get your hands on them. And to be honest with you, I was like, it's limited edition. I'm going to be able to use it in like one or two videos, and then if you don't already own that palette, you're not really going to be able to get your hands on it easily. You can if you're willing to pay an arm and a leg or whatever, or go to 17 different stores or whatever, but I just didn't see the point. So I'm not going to fight in crowds. I'm not going to go to 7 different stores to try to find the item. I'm not going to ask all my friends to buy me one and go to the Sephora nearest them to see if they can get their hands on it. I'm not going to have the website pulled up on 5 different internet devices in my house and try to get my husband to buy it for me. I'm not going to buy 4 of them so that it sells out faster for everybody else if I need to. I'm just not going to do that. So like if a Lorac Mega Pro palette comes out again or a Too Faced Sweet Peach type of thing, I'm sorry, I'm not going to do it. And then Too Faced took the hint and they were like, these Sweet Peach palettes and things are really doing well. We're going to go ahead and make them permanent. And so they brought the collection back, or like, you know, if it was already out of stock, they put in more into the stores, and I was like, I'm still not buying it because I didn't like how they, you know, handled the release. Like, they knew it was going to sell out. A lot of these products, I feel like they purposely have them sell out just to generate more sales and more hype about the product. So, number one, like the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette, Lorac Mega Pro palettes, I'm just not buying them. They might be wonderful and they might have a lot of good products in them, a lot of good shades, things that I would use, cute packaging, smelling really nice, whatever the case might be, but I am not going to be buying them. Another group of products, and I'm not going to name specifics here, but another group of products that I will not be purchasing are products by brands with questionable morals and ethics, and maybe I'm not saying that they are bad, so I'm not naming a specific brand, but there have been negative media items about these people or the leaders of the brands, the person who the brand is named after has had negative press, or the way that they advertise their products using certain YouTubers to do it, or things like that, or they fight behind the scenes. You hear about one brand leader fighting with another brand leader, and I just don't want any part of that. I don't want brands who send their products out to like hot YouTubers out there, which every brand does. You know, all the big brands send makeup for free to as press samples, right? I don't mind that, but I don't want it so that every single YouTuber is like shoving it down my throat. I feel like once I've had enough, I don't want to hear about it. Like, if I have to hear another thing about Gerard Cosmetics or Morphe or Jeffree Star or any of that. Like, I'm out. I'm just out. I just don't want anything to do with collaborations. So another group of products are products that are hyped because they're collaborations with some of my favorite YouTubers. Now, I might support that YouTuber. Here's a good example, Kathleen Lights. I like her. I like her YouTube channel. I like her personality. Like, I think her makeup is really pretty. I do like her, but I'm not going to be buying any of the products that she does with brands, and that's because they're all freaking limited edition. Is it just me? Like, I don't want a product that I can only get my hands on for a little bit. Now, not all of them, maybe like her ColourPop products or whatever. I would buy her nail polishes that she's come out with herself because they're not necessarily limited edition, and I want to support her as a brand, and I would love for her not to have a day job for the rest of her life and be able to just do YouTube and makeup brands and stuff full time. But I don't want to buy products that are going to get discontinued. So there's another group. Products that are going to get discontinued. Can you predict that? Absolutely not. You cannot predict what products are going to get discontinued. Like even Becca products with Jaclyn Hill. You know, they were really hyped up. They were sometimes advertised as permanent. And then you go to Sephora and they're no longer available. And you're like, ugh. So I get really frustrated when things that I like are discontinued. So if I think that there's a chance it might get discontinued, like if it has a YouTuber's name on it or somebody popular, sometimes I try not to buy it. I know that sounds awful. I do support these people, and I would, for example, I'd pay money to go see your movie, or I would buy your CD if you're, you know, a musician or something. But I don't want to buy products that are just going to clutter up my collection because I can't use them on my channel. And if you put out 5 videos a week, you will understand. Sometimes I film 20, 30 videos in a month, and then I might have a month where I don't film as many because I'm ahead or whatever. So like 20 or 30 videos and I have to exclude certain products because they're no longer available on the market for people or readily accessible where you could get them if you tried really hard, but I want something that a lot of people have to be able to use on their channel, on their face and stuff, to follow along with the tutorial. I'm just not going to buy. I'm not going to be buying holiday palettes, holiday collections. Again, I'm just not. I have enough of them and I only use them for like a month and then they end up just cluttering my drawer, and then I'll either give them away or I don't use them anymore. So I'm not going to be doing that. I'm also not going to be buying products that are so dupable in my collection. First of all, the Urban Decay Naked, like the Basics palettes, 1 and 2, like those products, I have those colors in like every eyeshadow palette that I own. So I don't feel the need to go out and buy a basics palette when I'm not a basics kind of girl. I got green eyeshadow on, like, because I already own them and I can find them in another palette. I just don't think that there's anything special about them. The quality's fine, they're fine, and the price is fine. I'm not going to be buying them. Another product that I don't want to buy, this is just a general statement, anything that comes in huge, bulky packaging. I'll make exceptions for products that are really good, like the Benefit boxed blushes, like the Hoola bronzer and everything. I love them so much that I will make do. Like if they're big and they don't like stack and they don't fit in my little neat holders in my collection, that's fine. I will make it work because they're worth it. They're really nice products. They last forever. They come with a brush. I like them. Another product I'm not going to be buying, expensive perfume from Sephora. Why? Because every time I go in there, I can get 3 vials of samples. I have 3 Sephoras within like 5-10 miles of my house, and every Sephora order I put in, I get another sample or 2, and every time I go to Ulta, I get a sample, my online purchase from Ulta, and I have so many deluxe size samples. Why would I pay for perfume at Sephora? Tell me. I just don't know. Okay, those are the products or the general groups of products that I will not be purchasing as part of my anti-haul. Let me know down below if there are any products that you are not purchasing and why. And let's keep it nice, keep it friendly in the comments, but I'm really curious to hear what you guys think. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.